Gemini, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're doing well. This is a reading based on the full moon in Leo that we just had on the 13th. I'm doing check-ins to see what the after effect is of that full moon. Because that full moon is, supposed to encourage us to step into our power, to embrace our uniqueness and let go of self-doubt, okay? So I'm doing a little check-in with everybody and seeing where everybody's at now that we are coming through this full moon. And some of these readings, the situations that come out may not be happening quite yet. It could be it still takes a little time. Some of you may have already gone through this. Some of you will go through this, in the future. Like I said, we're all on different timelines. So it just depends on where you are at on your timeline and, within the journey. So let me take a step back. So if you have any Scorpio in your chart, you may want to check out that reading after this one, because there's some similarities between the two. So it might give you a little information. And if you're a cross watcher dealing with a Scorpio or vice versa, I will say so far between this one and Scorpio, they do resonate pretty heavily. So just a side note. Okay, so the two tokens that came out, one was the upside down monkey. And so that's basically the hanged man in tarot. And then the shark came out, and the shark landed in between solutions and outer influence. The upside down monkey, hanged man, landed in the outer influence. So there is something outside of you, around you, that is an influence, okay? It's something you need to look at from a different perspective, okay? And I feel this outer influence is basically trying to influence you to look at their perspective when you should have your own perspective. So I'm seeing it in like a dual way, which is kind of unique because Gemini is the twins, right? So it's kind of dual. But it's funny. So you might be dealing with somebody that has Gemini in their chart as well. Just side note. So let's get into this. So when I was doing the energy oracle deck, I wanted to get a little more information on this upside down monkey and shark for this outer influence. So the first card that came out was indecision. This card came out in Scorpio's reading as well. And what I was telling Scorpio was, because this card is number 8, the download I received for Scorpio was, we just came through the year of the 8. We are now in the year 9. So in Scorpio's reading, it was needing to have made a decision since last year. That's now still carrying over to this year. And, as I was telling Scorpio, we are in the year of the 9. That is endings, conclusions, something to be finalized. So we're in the year where something needs to be finalized, okay? Like I was saying, there's 2 paths to be taken, okay? There's a tree with no growth, okay? It's basically dead smack in the middle of the winter. This person is cloaked with, a red robe. One thing to note, obviously, as we know, red is a power card. And also, red with the chakras is the root chakra. So that is the chakra that is at your spine. That's the first chakra. And that is basically around trust, right? So I think what we need to do here is trust in ourselves that we can make a final decision on a path, the right path for you, for your highest good, okay? The next card that came out was the Garden and the Gate. So this is where it gets really interesting. I'm sorry, I'm going to need to pause you. I need to turn my little heater down because it's getting hot. All right, Gemini, I'm sorry about that little break in the video. So the next card that came out was card 30, and this is the Garden and the Gate. So this is where it gets interesting, and I want to read this to you. But real quick to note, so in Scorpio's reading, I titled it, You Have the Key to Make the Final Decision. Because in the Scorpio reading, the token that came out was the key. So this lady here in this garden, she has a key around her neck. You're not going to be able to see it because it's really small, but it's even when I read it to you, but it's right there. So when I read this to you, it even says there's a key, around your neck. So what this card represents is abundant prosperity and staying safe. This card shows a peaceful young woman in a beautifully blooming garden with colorful flowers all around. However, the gate to the road outside the garden is locked. While the girl wears a key on a chain around her neck, this card upright bodes well for financial scene. In fact, there may be a lot of money or other personal pleasures coming your way at this time. But be aware. The choice to stay in the seemingly security of this lovely garden may actually be motivated by habit or fear of the unknown. The beauty is enticing and worth enjoying, but you may not be giving your spirit the freedom to roam. While it's fine to amass a great deal of wealth, don't let it keep you from your karmic path, from living your truth. You have a choice to shift your focus, widen your spiritual perspective, and gain the world that is just outside your gate. So you're at a point where you're not decided because you're behind this gate, and there's, like it just says, there's prosperity, there's abundance, there's wealth, it's safe, but I feel you're curious about what's on the other side of that gate. I feel you're ready to roam. So when I clarified the upside down monkey, where we're supposed to be getting a different perspective, or like I said, I felt like somebody wanted you to see their perspective. The Ten of Swords came out. The Knight of Wands. Now, the Knight of Wands, this guy was in Scorpio's reading as well. And here's the Hanged Man again. This was in Scorpio's, okay? So you've got the Hanged Monkey, you've got the Hanged Man. So there's a lot of stagnation, just like it was with Scorpio. I mean, stuck, right? Just sitting there. I mean, this is like Scorpio's been going on for a while. And, at some point, the universe is going to force you to be very uncomfortable to make a decision, or the universe will make it, and it might not be a decision you want. So there's a Knight of Wands clearly in your life that is in and out. I feel like you've hit rock bottom with this person. I feel that, deep down, that there's like a final ending here. The Ten of Swords, you can't put any more swords in somebody's back. So with this person being in and out, but wanting you to stay put, stagnant, is putting, pain in you, agony, right? It's destroying you because you're stressed, you're in limbo, you're stuck, you're suspended. And now it's, okay, we've got, just like the twins with Gemini, you've got the upside down monkey, you've got the, the hanged man. So it's kind of like, should I stay or should I go? When I clarified the shark, the death card came out. Scorpio energy. As you can see on the card, it's game over. This is done. I think this is done. I think you both are kind of just holding back in a comfort zone. And I'll explain that when I get over here. So this ending will allow you to have a new beginning. Okay? So even though it says game over, it's only game over in one situation of your life. It allows a new beginning after you close the door with this. Now, if you choose to stay, that's fine as well. Again, that's your choice. That's your free will. However, you can't put any more swords in somebody's back. So I do think you're at a point to where you need to become the shark now. Okay? You need to step into your power. It's part of the solution. Okay, the solution is for you to now become the shark and not be the prey. Okay. When I clarified the indecision, we ended up with the 5 of Cups, the 9 of Pentacles. So this tells me, this is telling me that you're a little concerned, okay, about being in despair, grief, feeling the loss of material security, perhaps. And it could also be your person as well. So you take this as it resonates. It could be you that is gaining some extra material security from this Knight of Wands, or they're gaining that from you. So it's almost like if this person is pulling on you because they don't want to lose what you have, or it's you don't want to lose what you're gaining from being in connection with this Knight of Wands. Okay, but they're very risky, okay? They're rebellious. It's, you're not going to tie me down. I want you tied down, but you're not going to tie me down. And so that's where, the betrayal comes in. You feel kind of betrayed because it's like, well, what do you mean? If I'm here, why aren't you here? So right now you feel very secure behind that gate, but you hold that key. That key's right there. You can use it and you can set yourself free. When I come over to clarifying the garden and the gate, so we ended up with the 8 of Wands, the 2 of Wands, the 6 of Pentacles. The 6 of Pentacles was out in the Scorpio reading as well. So I wanted to know really what's on the other side of the gate for Gemini? What if they take the key and they set themselves free? So basically it's you leaving your comfort zone. Okay, this would be freedom and it would be exciting times for you. It would even give you the opportunity to have equality, because there isn't any real equality being behind that gate, even though there's some sort of security, material, emotional, I feel it's more material, but it could be some emotional as well. Feeling stuck and comfortable, but you're already thinking about taking a different route, because strength and judgment came out. So strength you could use to hold yourself back, or strength could be used to step out of your comfort zone, getting yourself out of this situation. So the judgment, problem solved. It's a change of status. It's waking up. It's making that final decision. You being brave enough with the strength, Leo energy, not being fearless, showing yourself love, being brave enough to wake up and make a final call to set yourself free to something new, taking your own risk, right? So the Knight of Wands, this person, they take their risks. You need to take your risk. So let's go here. I want to go to the Yin Yang Oracle. So tell me more for Gemini here. Tell me more for Gemini, please. That was quick. Foundation. Security. Four of Wands can be an opportunity for you to be stable, to have a family, possibly get married, celebrating something, guarded. See, you're in a holding pattern though. See, she's guarded, she's holding herself back. So your heart chakra is blocked. And that's because you felt the 10 stabs from being with this person. Yeah, belief systems. Wearing a mask, right? It's time to take the mask off and wake up to the true situation that's going on here. Because you've already been hurt, you've already been stabbed. It's kind of already over. It's now taking the key off your neck and unlocking the gate and just going, right? Just going out into the world and taking a risk and making yourself uncomfortable. Toxicity. This is the Devil card. You're bound to this person by something that is toxic, right? Whether it's financial, codependency. They're keeping you chained to them, or you're keeping yourself chained to them, or you're wanting them, you're holding on to them. Whatever it is, it's the devil. This person could be an energy vampire. Like I said, they could be enjoying confirmation. So clearly this Knight of Wands is an energy vampire to you. So an energy vampire means they want you to do for them. So they're always coming to you needing for you to do something. They're not, like I said, Six of Pentacles, you getting equality, because it's not equal. They want you to see their perspective and stay back for them, but you're already feeling this is not a benefit for you. You're already curious about setting yourself free from being behind this locked gate. So you already know this. It's now stepping into your power, being the shark, and doing it. Pulling the trigger. What else do we have? Did I see something flipped over? Yeah. There's the doubts. Four of Cups again. Didn't we have the Four of Cups? Yeah. No, that was the Five of Cups. It's almost like you doubt that you're going to be lonely. You're going to be disappointed. You're going to feel, what's holding you back is you feel like if you were to step outside of that gate, then it really is game over. You wouldn't be able to go back. I think you'd realize when you step outside of the gate, I think you're going to realize you don't want to go back. I don't think you're going to see this as a missed opportunity. I think you're going to realize when you get away and somebody's not constantly sucking your energy, you're going to feel better. Now, you're not going to be with somebody right away, okay? But you're going to feel so much better just having somebody not being like a succubus. Let's get a final message here. So I'm not going to do too much more on this. Check out the Scorpio reading. That was a little bit longer, not much. I think you're going to get more information on that. Well, that was quick. You are good enough. You can't make this up. Full moon in Virgo. So you could have Virgo in your chart. You could be dealing with a Virgo. There we go. You're good enough, right? Get out of the self-doubt. Stop, being guarded. You're good enough to step out and get equality. Give and take, the Six of Pentacles, somebody putting their 3 in towards you, just like you put your 3 in, is this person really putting their 3 in? They might be putting, Pentacle in, but are they putting their time? Are they sticking around? Because, I see you sad and feeling lonely. There might be financials here, but I don't see that this person's here, and they're probably just wanting you for your half of the Pentacles, what you have, what you can make. You're good enough for more than what you're getting in this situation. So I'm going to leave that there. I think it's pretty self-explanatory, but check out the Scorpio reading. That one had a little bit more information, and it went just a little bit longer. But it resembles too much. So I'm just going to kind of leave this here and just say, go check out Scorpio's reading, okay? And I do hope this was helpful. I hope that you have the strength to step into your power, to be that shark and not be the prey, and to take that key and just fly, baby. Go outside of that gate, take your abundance with you, and you can build more abundance out as you're setting yourself free. Because we only grow when we make ourselves uncomfortable. All right? Much love and light. I will talk to you soon.